I've been lost in your eyes all afternoon. The more I drift, the closer I get to you. She's a ghost, and the truth, it's impossible. But I love her lies. You make sure I don't find somebody new. It's the way you move. It's the way you move. I knew I'd stay with you after just one touch. The way you move has got me stuck. Got me stuck. Got me stuck. I was lost and then found inside of a dream. Running round in a circle, trying to believe. She's a ghost, and the truth, it's impossible. But I love her lies. You make sure I don't find somebody new. It's the way you move. It's the way you move. I knew I'd stay with you after just one touch. The way you move has got me stuck. Stuck. Got me stuck. Stuck. Got me. Dum 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 dum. It's the way you move. It's the way you move. I knew I'd stay with you after just one touch. The way you move has got me stuck. Got me stuck. Got me stuck.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Chicago White Sox. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. And today's draft day, Singy, an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams.
Boog, what's changed in baseball is that draft picks are going to get to the big leagues a lot sooner. They're going to be tracked every step of the way, and they're going to be expected to have an impact. So for teams, they have to get it right because there's nowhere to hide in terms of what did you do with the information, who did you select, and how have you brought them through your system.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and today's starting pitcher, Lucas Giolito. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
And first offering is fouled off.
First pitch, 111.
And the right-hander deals. They say it went. Slow roller up the middle. He caught it behind his back. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Paul Goldschmidt.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
One down, base is empty. That's in there, and the count 1-1. You know, we talk so much about how guys prepare for a start. For Giolito, one of the things that's really cool, he actually uses scouting reports and then plays MLB The Show to execute how he's going to go about attacking hitters. 2-1 now. Foul ball. So the night before his start, he effectively goes over the lineup he anticipates he's going to face and plays the game. So he goes through an entire opposing lineup on MLB The Show, utilizing his own scouting report the team provided. The wind of the pitch. And down on strikes. 2 down.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
2 outs, base is empty. Nolan Arenado next up for the Cardinals. First pitch doesn't find the zone. For Giolito, it actually is an idea that kind of came together with his buddy Max Fried. They played together in high school in Los Angeles. And they're not sure who started it first, but in 2019, they each began to go over scouting reports using MLB The Show. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. End of a half inning of play. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. Back here on the south side, our starting pitcher in this one, Dakota Hudson. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Zach Remillard leading things off and takes a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Center field. Nootbaar moves under it. 1 down. And let's take a look at the lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a guy or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Tim Anderson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next one in the dirt.
You know, Boog, I can relate to Tim Anderson with my football background and baseball background. He played Little League baseball, but then decided to focus on basketball until he got hurt his sophomore year of high school. He then went back to baseball as a junior. 4 years later, the White Sox made him a first-round draft pick.
Tim made a good choice.
Yes, he did.
Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
The center fielder.
And now it's Luis Robert. Big-time power. Left field, way back there. That one carrying, and it's caught just in front of the wall. Through an inning, no score here on the show. Second inning set to go. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
The next offering misses, and the count is 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
And now Alec Burleson. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, Boog, you remember back in 2020, Lucas Giolito threw that no-hitter against the Pirates. He struck out 13, and the only base runner he allowed was on a walk in the fourth inning. I tell you what, if I was on the Pirates, he'd have had a perfect game.
Flips the corner. That is strike two. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. No score here in the second. Next pitch off the plate, and the count is 2-2. In the air out towards right center. Robert hustling after it. That's down. One hops off the wall. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Everything came together for him. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Jordan Walker. Ball one, no strikes. Man at second. That's in there.
I got one ball, one strike.
Come on, let's get this job done.
And a 1-1. Just missed. And that's outside. Kicks and deals. And there's ball four.
That pitch is in.
Batting seven, the third baseman.
Here's Nolan Gorman.
Nolan Gorman.
Runners on the move. Ground ball left side, and he grabs it foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Now the 0-1. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In there for strike 1. First and second, 2 down. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
0-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom of the second. Eloy Jimenez now.
No left field.
The wide to kick the pitch. Slice to right, and it goes just foul. And the 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And there's the ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That's hard hit on the line. Walker calls it in, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And here is Jake Berger. Good power, not great in the OBP department. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0.
I got cash to rock the world. Let's spend this money now. It's time to lose control.
Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Now up for St. Louis, Jose Fermin. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. The pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Fermin goes 5 feet 9 inches, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Jose Fermin with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
And now the center fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Fermin aboard here at first with nobody out. That's towards center. Robert moves under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Throw, and it gets away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Let's turn two.
Runner on the go. That one fouled off. Top of the third, no score.
Let's go, good guys.
Runner goes again. Cut on and missed. Throw there. Safe.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Here's the 0-2. And that misses off the outside edge. And he grounds one back up the middle, sends it to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 so far.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First offering misses the mark. And it's fouled away. Ball to strike. Swings through that one for strike two.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Kicks and fires. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. As we go to the last of the third. And now here is number 22. Hudson back to work. That clips the corner. Hudson, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and he works in a changeup. The 0-1. Right side, hard hit. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Here's the catcher, Sebi Zavala. That's ripped into the outfield. Walker makes the grab, one away.
Batting 9, The second baseman, Elvis Andrus.
Here's Elvis Andrus.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
There's a swing and a drive. And in one hops the wall. Cut off, now a throw home. And he's in there as a run scores.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Zach Remillard. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that's in for a strike. The 1-1. Just missed. Runner at second here, one gone. Next pitch inside. And the count is 3-1. And the righty deals. On the ground. Slings it across. And there's two away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Here's Tim Anderson.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And that's down and away. A moment everyone thinks of with Tim Anderson is the walk-off homer he hit in the inaugural Field of Dreams game in 2021. That felt like a movie.
Yeah, and it was a movie that Tim Anderson had never seen.
Nice easy stroke. Let's go.
Right side. Fermin whips it to first. Yeah, they take care of Anderson for the out. And the inning is over. Sox get one on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field, out of the fourth, and now it's going to be Wilson Contreras.
All right, Chicago.
And he deals. Ball one on a pitch inside.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Jimenez has it sized up. Brings it in. And a quick out, number one.
The batter, the left fielder, Alec.
Now the left fielder,
Burleson.
Alec Burleson. Doubled in his first AB. And downstairs. And the 1-0. Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out.
The right fielder, number 18, Walker.
And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. In there, and it's 0-1. Righty delivers. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. The pitch. Next offering misses down and away. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Redbirds down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Bottom of the fourth, Luis Robert now.
For the White Sox, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
And a pitch. He caught it behind his back. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play. All right, who was the first White Sox player to hit for the cycle here at Guaranteed Rate Field?
Jose Valentin.
No.
Okay.
You want to try again?
Tim Anderson.
Chris, it was you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I knew that.
I know you did. He swings and fouls one off. In the air out to center. Nootbaar moves under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
So what do I remember about that day? I remember being in the zone. We were playing the Kansas City Royals and just felt like everyone was moving in slow motion and I was moving in real time. And it was very euphoric type of feeling and a night that I'll never forget.
That one is absolutely belted. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Vaughn into second, and he's got a double.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
So up next for Chicago, Jake Berger. He hit into a double play his first time up. And takes low for ball 1. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Burleson fires it to the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Gorman. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to short. Zips it to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And now the shortstop, Paul DeYoung. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
And it's even up. Hard hit right side. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Up next for the Cardinals, the second baseman,
Jose Fermin next up for the Cardinals. And he's already singled in this game.
Come on, Subs.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Squeezes it, and that is that. And down in order go the Cardinals. They trail here 1-0. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And the batter now, number 22. And a pitch. And that one a little bit high. Here comes a pitch. That's off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Strike on the inside corner. Left-hand hitter waits. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. And now it's filled up. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back there. And out of here. This place is absolutely loving it. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won't.
Seby Zavala digs in now. That's a laser base hit.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
Next to hit, Elvis Andrus. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Ball one there.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
They say you win.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
And next is the designated hitter, Zach Remillard. And that's in there for strike one. And the pitch. Ball one low.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
On a line out towards center. Nootbaar makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they lead by 3.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag to tag takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it. But a really good job of getting that run in from third.
And up next for Chicago, Tim Anderson. First offering, and it just misses. Andrews over at second, 1 down. Out to short. Over to Goldie. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
And now Luis Robert. The 1-0. A little bit low.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Two outs. On a line, base hit. Andrews around third. He'll score, and they lead by 4.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Zach Thompson comes on now. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Man at second here with 2 away. Now, Eloy Jimenez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Hey!
Drilled to left center, way back there, and that is gone. He made him pay for that one. His 13th home run of the season. It's 6-0.
Velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Out front, rip foul. And it's 1-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Andre Palante appears to be getting loose. Romero, the power lefty, up as well. The pitch. Inside, just missed.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
And now the lefty. Pitch
Ball
misses
three.
there. 3 balls and a strike. Bounce to the left side. And that's just foul. And here it comes. Rips one to right. And foul ball. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count
Oh,
kind of
that's
tells
the
you
right
that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
2 outs, runner at first. And now Jake Berger. And a foul ball left side.
Ball.
Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. Swings through that
1
one.
ball, 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup. Eloy Jimenez helps out the Pale Holes with this big swing. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Here on the south side, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Ripped on a line to center. And he makes the catch. 1 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
And a good eye there.
2-0.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. And that's a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here's Nolan Arenado. In there for strike 1. Nolan Arenado, for all of the success he's had at the plate and all the All-Star appearances, Singy, he's won the Gold Glove every year that he has been in the league. He's going to go down as one of, if not the greatest defensive third baseman of all time. At the belt and fires. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And gone. A 2-run shot, home run number 20 on the year. It's 6-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And ball one. Still only one out here in the inning. Next pitch misses. Now 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to third. In time to Vaughn. And Contreras is retired.
Now batting, the left fielder, Alec Burleson.
So 2 down now, and here is Alec Burleson. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. And he takes a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 here. Fights it off. He'll see another.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
And another ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. A strikeout and a walk. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Burleson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next pitch inside, and that is ball 1.
All right, Sox, let's go.
Kicks and fires. The other way, fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Burleson around second, headed for third. And that's a double. Throw cut off, now to the plate. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Put your hands up. It's a new sheriff in town. Everybody get up, get down.
Well, we go bottom 6, and now number 22. Thompson back to work. Curveball over for a called strike. Thompson measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. The 0-1. That clips a corner. That one misses. Now 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Next one misses. And the count is even 2-2. Good eye right there. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one the other way. DeYoung to first, and he beats it.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Man at first, Sebi Zavala, the next to hit. That's down and in.
Ball one, no strike.
That to right. Walker gets under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Elvis Andrews.
Here's the second baseman, Elvis Andrews. Andrews, more than 2,000 hits in his career, and he was born in Venezuela. To first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out.
Some of the greatest players in the history of the game were born in Venezuela, including one that finished with 500+ home runs, 3,000+ hits, and a triple crown.
First pitch, and he just misses. And that one pulled foul. Here's a 1-1. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Shaw. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the White Sox, number 37, Ryan Shaw.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. The Cardinals in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
The pitch. There's a strike. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Tanner Banks up and loosening in the pen.
Let's go, Sox!
And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Now up for St. Louis, Paul DeYoung. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Let's go, White Sox!
Ball 1, no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Let's go, Sox!
The pitch. That one missing inside. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Jose Fermin.
And up next for St. Louis, Jose Fermin. Fought off foul. The 0-1. And there's a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the White Sox 6 and the Cardinals 2. And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Zach Remillard. And the pitch. Strike 1.
0-1.
That one hooked foul. Kicks and deals. On the ground right side. Over to Goldie. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Tim Anderson steps to the plate for the White Sox. That misses, and that's ball 1. Good eye right there. That's through there for a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that's outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
One gone runner at first. And now the center fielder, Luis Robert. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. They say you win.
1-1.
Anderson at first, one gone. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Contreras settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's Eloy Jimenez. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at bat right here.
Just one touch, the way you move has got me.
That missed inside, and it's 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the 1-0.
That's out.
Good eye.
Step off throw to first. Anderson dives back. Another move to first. And he's back in that time as well. And a pitch.
That's ball 3. 3-0.
That one to first, and it stays fair. Anderson rounds second on his way to third. The run scores from first, extending their lead. It's 7-2.
Picks himself up at RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Jojo Romero. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one's in there, 0-1. In the air, right field. Walker gets under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We look ahead to inning number 8. White Sox 7 and the Cardinals 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ronaldo Lopez.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Here's the center fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
The center fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
And a pitch. There's a strike. And there's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Jimenez has it sized up, and there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And the first offering is not close.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
The 1-0.
Nope.
Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Tanner Banks, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Next offering upstairs. And that's ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Nolan Arenado. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the righty deals.
Ball 2. 2-0.
Swings and misses. And it's 2-1 now.
Let's go, White Sox.
And a foul ball. Right-handed reliever. And a curve misses outside.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Righty to the plate. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Goldie leads off first with 1 away. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Wilson.
1 down. Wilson Contreras. Next up for the Cardinals. First offering misses the mark. That one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Righty delivers. That's a slider for a strike. And that one fouled off. 1 out. Runners at first and second. That misses the zone, and the count's full. And that one hammered. That's back there. Hits the fence. 1 run is in. Anderson with a relay throw. Not in time. He's safe as they score a pair on the play.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Keenan Middleton gets the call from the pen. He comes on for the 35th time this year.
Keenan Middleton.
One out, runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Alec Burleson. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now that's the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Robert settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 7-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
And this is more than you ever know. We here for winning and the feeling is incredible. All we do is take it to the ceiling when we set it off and open up the book and we'll be grinning.
On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the third baseman, Jake Berger.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The wide to kick the pitch. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Andre Palante, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one missing low.
2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Got him swinging.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Number 22 stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, catcher, Sebi.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Sebi Zavala.
What a dream's made of. Little sweat, little tears, little blood, little pain.
That's a little bit low.
Count 1-0.
In for a strike, and the count 1-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They hold a 7-4 lead. New pitcher on now, Kendall Graveman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The pitch. And now 1-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now just 2 outs away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And here is Paul DeYoung. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That hits the dirt. 1-1. That one just misses.
It's a good take.
Line drive. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Man at second with one away. Jose Fermin will hit next. Going one.
0-1's the count.
Runner leads away at second. Good eye right there. On a strike. The pitch. Checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Did not go. The 2-1. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 strike.
And the right-hander's 3-1. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Jose Fermin with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Olivares, and being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
The tying run at the plate. And downstairs, Graveman. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
They say it went. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike three.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. And that one hops the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
White Sox going with a new arm, Gregory Santos.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Nolan Arenado next up for the Cardinals. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing, and he held up.
Whoa, recognized that pitch just in time, able to keep those hands back.
Next offering is fouled back. One and two now. Out to short, Anderson. Throw to first, ball game. And the White Sox strand the tying run on base to win it.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Chambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.
This afternoon. First for the victorious White Sox, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Sometimes they will